and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and since it's Thursday, it is freaking crazy around here. I just went outside and did a preliminary scoop of my bins. I'm a bit worried that this weekend it's going to get too chilly for the fish, but with the fish room all torn apart, I don't physically have a place to put all the fish that are outside. I know the ones that in the greenhouse will be just fine, so today I just moved some plants, grabbed a bunch of the fish from the tubs, and I'm moving them inside to my existing display aquariums until I can do the complete sweep of the tubs next week. Now, I moved in Danio tinwini, or the gold ring Danio, SB rasboras, some of the white clouds, and my Oryzius wolweri and CPD, and the yields weren't great, but I had an unexpected guest in a bunch of my tubs, which were leopard frogs, which I've never had before, and I didn't do any research yet to find out if they predate on fish, but I think it's entirely possible. Rivet has since moved on and leopard frogs moved in. I found them in both of the low tubs, so it's possible, and I'll put a caption on the screen if it is likely that it was them or not. It's also, we've had a few really cold nights, but mainly warm days, so it's possible I lost some fry because of those cold nights. I still have to move in the endlers from the tub on my deck and the rosy loaches from the tub with the waterfall feature that we built. I'm going to try and do that today. I'm also in the process of building the new stand to set up all those little tanks, and I really need to hear from you guys to know if you want like an epic series on how to build that stuff, or if you just want a sort of a simplified version of what's done, because I have hours and hours and hours of footage and explanation from my husband explaining the entire process, as well as choice of materials, how to make this specific leveling feed, etc. And it's really enough to make 3 videos, but I don't want to spend all that time editing if you guys don't want to see that kind of content. I think it's really interesting, but I think plants are really interesting, and historically those videos do really poorly. So let me know down in the comments your thoughts on that. I did move the fish in from outside in some of their own water. I'm going to add them to half-full aquariums with their water, and then gradually over the next couple days, water change back to tap. I may also drip acclimate them into those aquariums since they are coming from straight rainwater. Now, we'll spend a lot more time and go into detail when I break down the tubs for real and when I clean out the greenhouse, but for now I have to do what's best for the fish. Anyway, I'll be at Aquashella this week, and I'm hoping I'll meet a lot of you there. Let me know again down in the comments if you're going to be there, and then Aquatic Experience in a couple weeks as well. Everything down here is going really well. It's just extremely hectic because we're running out of time to get everything done. As always, thanks for your continued support.
So I thought I'd take a quick moment and show you the fish that I moved in. These are the Danio tinwini, or the gold ring Danio. I had moved out maybe half a dozen. I moved in about 9 and a handful of fry. Not an awesome result, but more than I got last year, which is I lost all the fish last year, so I'll take the progress. Up next, I moved in my SB rasboras. I got 0 fry from these, which shocked me quite a bit. Normally, they're pretty prolific. I did have an issue with their tub. We had a new air conditioner installed right next to it, and I'm wondering if something didn't happen there, but there's no way to really know because I saw fry earlier in the season. Up next are the CPDs and Oryzius wolweri. I have a nice colony of CPD and a huge colony of the Daisy's rice fish. I'm very, very pleased with their yield. That went extremely well. After that are my white cloud minnows, which did gangbusters like always. They are truly one of my favorite fish, and I'm going to grow these up and probably put the majority of them back into my 150-gallon Hillstream aquarium because they make a stunning display. And then finally, I did move in the endlers. There was maybe 12 of them, not many. And I moved in the rosy loaches, and the rosy loaches had maybe a dozen fry, and the males were super insanely red. So, you know, all in all, kind of a lackluster yield. But I am pleased that all of these fish look so wonderful. Now I will be very interested to see how the stuff in the greenhouse did, and I'll make sure that I take you guys along on that entire process because I'll have quite a bit more time to spend doing so. With the way the weather's been back and forth, I need to make sure I got these guys in today.